Hey guys! So, I know you guys don't hop on during this, you watch it later. So, I'm just going to talk a little bit. So, with my weigh in today, where I lost, was it 4 point something pounds? 4.8 pounds today. That brings me to a total loss now of 77.1 pounds since I started this whole journey back in January of 2019. I'm super excited about that. I'm still concerned because I'm really not seeing it. Like visually, I don't see it. But I've been that same size for so long. I just think my mind is having a hard time seeing anything different in myself. But I need to take some pictures and maybe hopefully I'll see some then. I think I'm gonna try that same picture I had the picture of Pentatonics in and try that on and see if I see a difference in that dress. Just I don't want to get that body dysmorphia thing going on. It's not on my list of things to do. But if I do have it, then I'll just have to be really cautious and pay attention to what my actual weight loss is. Um, the boys went down to play Pokemon, so they may come running through the door any minute now. I'm not going to stand here a super long time, but I want to talk about a couple things. So I'm officially at 77.1 pounds, which makes me 22.9 pounds away from 100 pounds lost since January 1st. So I decided I want to do a giveaway because some of you guys have been here since the beginning, and I so appreciate that. Unfortunately, you have to live in the United States to participate in the giveaway. You do need to be a subscriber for the channel. And what I'll do is when I do the actual giveaway, I will have a video where I say comment below. Make sure you're subscribed. And that's when I hit my 100 pounds. So my 100-pound celebration, anyone that comments that will be entered to win a contest. If you subscribe to my Patreon at that time, or between now and then, if you are a Patreon, as of the decision, whatever time frame I set to pull the drawing for that, you will get an extra drawing into the 100-pound celebration prize, and I'll be doing another giveaway just for my Patreons when I hit 100 pounds. So, and that's going to depend on somewhat how many Patreons I have. Because obviously all this comes out of my pocket. I am not monetized. I have no sponsors. I have nothing. So it's really just coming out of our pocket. And so I just want to do to help to thank people that support me. And watch my channel and watch my videos and that kind of thing. So I'm super excited about that because it's really important to me that I'm able to give back to people who are watching me and who were here from day one. And beyond that. I mean, just everybody who's here to support me. I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate the fact that you guys watch my videos. I know I'm not the weirdest, the craziest person in the world. I'm not like shooting paint guns at people. I'm just talking about being fat, losing weight. But yeah, so dinner tonight is going to be, it hasn't happened yet, but it's 7 o'clock at night. But like I said, the boys went Pokemoning, so I'll see them in an hour, at least. But the dinner tonight, I am having the Beyond Meat burgers, and the boys have regular burgers. They're having chips, and I am going to have some steamed broccoli with mine. So that's what I'm having for dinner. But yeah, so that's everything going on. I'm getting ready to do a big 100-pound loss giveaway soon. I'm saying soon because I'm being positive. I lost 4.8 pounds this week. It could very feasibly be within the next month that I do this giveaway. So make sure if you don't already subscribe that you do subscribe. Make sure that if you aren't a Patreon and you're interested in being a Patreon, I have no tiers. Like, whatever tiers set up. It is give what you can because I know $1 to somebody is the same as 20 to somebody else. It's kind of like, somebody says, oh, well, this person gave you $20, $20. Two people gave you $20. And to one person, $20 was all they had. To the other person, they actually had $500 in their wallet. They could have given you more than 20 bucks. So it's all about what people can and want to help with. And I mean, I made a list here. I really appreciate people that support us when they support us, whether it's just by liking and subscribing and pushing for notifications, whether it is joining Patreon and helping us um, on my Patreon, just some things that we do on Patreon, or we're starting to do a Patreon. Um, we do a lot of we're going to be doing a lot of Patreon only content. So I'll be doing some cooking videos. I will be giving away items each month. Like if I find a particular product that I really love, I'm going to send that to somebody that month as a Patreon. Um, I'm working on setting up a newsletter that'll go out every month, my favorite recipes for the month. So some months might get only 1 or 2, some months might get 5. They'll all be paleo-based recipes. So those are some things that I'm starting to do with Patreon. We hadn't had any Patreons. We really hadn't been talking about our Patreon much. But I feel like we've kind of hit a point where in order for me to be able to maybe do something like join a gym or get some personal training, that kind of thing, that's not something that's in our budget. And I want to go to Atlanta and actually get a personal training session at the DDP studio. And it's actually not that expensive. It's just the going to Atlanta thing. That's a 5-hour trip, so that requires a hotel room for at least one night and food and all that stuff. Sometimes we can find a hotel room that has a kitchenette, but most of the time they don't. And they definitely don't have a stove. I think we've only found one up there that does. And it's usually booked by business people who stay there for like a long time. So, I mean, there's a lot of things I would like to be able to do. And I would like to try some different things when I lose a little bit more weight, like barre and all that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things I really enjoy doing that I would just really like to see. So I'm hoping that, between the next 22.9 pounds, I will be able to give you guys something really awesome for a giveaway. I'm still trying to decide what to give away. I've got a couple of ideas, and you can definitely comment below if you like any of these ideas. I'm about to have boys walk in the door who've been Pokemoning. But yeah, so some of my ideas are to take a couple recipes that I really, really love and buy all the dry good products for it and put that together in a package, maybe with a couple extra little surprises. Another option would be to actually give the cookbook that I use the most, which is the Ultimate Paleo Cookbook, which is 900 recipes. And those are the two I've kind of come up with. If you can think of an idea of a if you can think of an idea that you would like to actually hey Dan, that's a great idea, Dan. I might do that. It's an awesome idea. So yeah, so Dan just had a great idea. I don't know if y'all can see when I post the comments, but he said maybe a month of DDP yoga on the app. So probably could do that too. So let me know what you guys want. I might just start giving that away anyway. Um, It'll be super simple. I'll give you a month free to try out the app and try out the DDP yoga program that I'm working right now. I am literally 22.9 pounds away from 100 pounds since January 1st. And literally the changes I've made have been, I went paleo, I went non-GMO, and I've been doing DDP yoga every day. I do a 20-minute workout in the morning, and then I do 3 extra workouts throughout the day where I pick a certain workout that I want to do. And I'm still doing chair workouts mostly, but every day I do at least one that's a supported chair standing workout. And actually lately I've been doing 2 of those because I'm trying to work doing that full time. So I'm working into that by slowly getting my back used to doing it. So I mean, it's something that works with whatever you are. I talked to a woman the other day who had messaged me about my weight loss, and she's pretty much bedbound. And we had a conversation about how she's really frustrated about it. If you're bedbound, DDP has a workout for you. So you don't have to say there's nothing I can do. So it is something you can absolutely change your life about. Um and it's little things, and you have to change your life. You have to change the way you think about food. You have to, when you get hungry, drink a water instead of eating a cookie. Granted, I'm not someone who's big on sweets, so for me sweets was never a huge issue. My issue was I forgot to eat. I would go all day and not eat at all, and I would get maybe dinner calories, and that was it. And that's not a good way to be. It's just as bad as overeating. Then you add on my conditions, other things. But the one thing that I've taken out of doing this Positively Unstoppable program, I didn't join it to win it. I joined it to challenge myself. And I absolutely have to say, I challenge myself in ways of letting go of stuff from my past and realizing that that does not define who I am. All the labels that I walked into on December 31st, the labels that I had worn on my head for years, I put them away. Literally in my head, I put them in a box and I burned that box because starting 1/1, I was me, I was my priority, and I worked through all these things that had held me back. Like I had this huge fear of losing weight because I've been this same size for like 20 years and nothing had worked. And even when the doctor said, well, here's a solution for you, I fought it because the fear of being thin and not having been thin for so long was paralyzing. And I didn't realize that. I never took the time to put that together. I never took the time to realize there was fear in the unknown. And for me, the unknown was being thin again. Because the last time I was thin, I was 19, 20, and I was a different person. But the reality is, I've had some stuff happen in my life, but it doesn't define who I am at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the one thing that everything on my life has shown me is I'm a fighter, and there's no way I'm going down on my weight without a fight. Like I'm not gonna not fight for my life. And that's really what it is. Ultimately, being overweight can give you all kinds of diseases. It makes you, more likely to have a heart attack, diabetes, all these things. Your quality of life is lower. The things that my family didn't get to do because I couldn't do them. Or the days that family trips were ruined because my back started hurting or, whatever. The number of times I didn't leave the house because I just didn't want to see people because of my weight. My life was not a life. It was not a normal life. I would be jealous of all my friends be going all these places, but they were going all these places because they weren't living in the shelter I built around myself, and I built that shelter because I was overweight. And it's not something you should do. You have to wake up and realize that you're way more important than the things you're putting out in front of you. You are way more important than the guidelines you're setting for yourself. Don't let people around you tell you you can't. Don't let people around you tell you that you shouldn't. Don't let people around you tell you that you won't. Because here's the thing. You will, you can, and you should. Because if it's a change that needs to happen, it needs to happen today. So thank you guys for joining me. Again, comment below. Do you like Dan's idea of giving away a free month of DDP app? Or do you want a package of stuff? Or do you want both? So just let me know because I got 22.9 pounds to go. And I want to have something really great to announce when I hit that. And then we'll have a 2-week period where you can enter, and then we'll be giving it away. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.